For my first... Hello friends, my name is Katie. This is Bookish Blossoms, my monthly TBR game. I have very good news, friends. I finished all my prompts. Before I pull a reward and start doing my rolls so I can figure out what the heck I'm reading for September, let's go over quickly what I read for my prompts in August. For my first roll, I got a greenery space, which means I read a nonfiction, and I read Her Right Foot by Dave Eggers and Sean Harris. For my second roll, I got a succulent, which means I read a horror. So I read What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. I read this as a buddy read with my friend Mahogany. For my third roll, I got a red flower, which means I get to read a romance. So I read A Little Light Mischief by Cat Sebastian. For my fourth roll, I got a purple flower, which means that I need to read a fantasy. And I read Tanashi Coates' magical realism book, The Water Dancer. Finally, for my last roll, which is always a TBR card prompt, I had to read a book that was published in either October, November, or December. And I read In the Hall with the Knife by Diana Peterfreund. It just still doesn't come naturally to me. That's it. I had a really short list of prompts that I had to accomplish in August. So let's see what I get for my reward this month. Okay. Yes! I get a mood read. I feel like this is probably really self-explanatory, but if I get a roll and I get a prompt that I'm not feeling for whatever reason, I can substitute that prompt with reading whatever I feel like reading in the moment. I think that's it, so let's go on to the rolls. This is roll number 1. And that's a 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a horror prompt. First roll, really big number. We got a horror prompt. There is a book on my channel that I have tried to read multiple times and I just can't get myself to do it. For the life of me, can't do it. And the reason I chose it as one of the books that I want to read this year is because it is one of the favorite books of my best friend. That's a weird way to say that. This is one of my best friend's favorite books of all time. And I said before that she's a huge horror fan, and I want to buddy read with her more often. So I am going to do my best to read this month. Is this bad boy? I think have tried at this point to read this book 3 times, maybe 2. It's all a blur. She's a blur in my mind is what I'm trying to say. I've said before that this is such a huge literary blind spot for me. I really do want to read this. And I started it actually. I am in the first chapter, almost done with the first chapter. And I like what I've read so far. It's just, I feel like I need the accountability to do it. For my first prompt, for my horror prompt, I am going to commit to read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Anyway, let's go on to the second roll and see what I get. This is roll number 2. And that's a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Romance. Guys, we got my favorite genre. We got a romance. I'm so excited. I decided that I wanted to read something super short like I did last month. So I am going to pick up this novella that Alyssa Cole wrote called Let It Shine. As you can see, super short. I think this is about a Black woman and a Jewish man. I think it's a Jewish man after World War II They're living during the civil rights era. Alyssa Cole is known for writing really incredible interracial romances. She writes them with such care and thoughtfulness, and they're always so good. Let's go on to roll number 3, see what I get. This is roll number 3. And that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another horror. Hello, friends. I did an oopsie and picked a book that was actually a mystery thriller. So this is Voiceover Katie coming in to let you know that I will be reading The Caro Haunt by Darcy Coates. This book is about a young woman who is a tour guide at a haunted house, and she gets roped in for a weekend, and they're trying to, prove that ghosts exist. What could go wrong? I am tentatively very excited for this because I have to tell you, friends, I have read supposedly haunted house books in the past and been sorely disappointed and did not get what I want. So I'm hoping that The Caro Haunt by Darcy Coates gives me what I want. Anyway, let's go back to our regularly scheduled programming and check in with Katie from the past. This is roll number 4. Wow, 18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
18. Oh my gosh, that's another horror. Wow, this is the month of horror. I don't want to box myself into reading so much horror this month. I am committing to reading The Picture of Dorian Gray. So I would like to give myself some wiggle room. And so I'm going to use my mood read as this prompt. Stay tuned for next month to see what I decide to read for my mood read. All right, hopefully this is the last roll. Let's see. This is roll number 5. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are done. Let's see what TBR card we get. Less than 100 pages in length. Oh my God, so good. We got 5 prompts again, and I didn't even have to use an extra die. Last roll, TBR card, you know the drill. I got a prompt where I have to read a book that is less than 100 pages in length. This book is exactly 97 pages in length, so it fulfills the prompt. I said this in my vlog, and I'm gonna stick with this description. The way I would pitch these books to people is they're a pile of silly murder puns made for babies. I think that's an excellent description. I'm sticking with it. You're welcome. They're a collection of little mini mysteries that the book gives you all the clues to solve. Theoretically, I did not find that to be the case when I read the first one. It was very misleading and I didn't appreciate it. These books are awful, but I love them so much. That was so quick, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun too. As always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a great day. Bye.